G'day guys, Dave Lee coming at you once again. In this video we'll be taking a look at the latest home media release from Entertainment One. Starring Toni, Collette and Matthew Goode, it is Birthmarked. Birthmarked focuses on two married scientists, Catherine and Ben, who embark upon an incredibly ambitious and controversial experiment, raising 3 children, 1 of their own and 2 adopted, against their hereditary predispositions. They raise their own to be an artist, a child from a violent family to be a pessimist, and another from a family of idiots to be a genius, ultimately attempting to prove the power of nurture over nature. However, as the children begin to grow older, Catherine and Ben begin to spot signs of their genetic nature coming to light, which could ultimately derail the entire experiment and their own relationship. I hear a whole lot of people these days complaining that there aren't enough original movies out there anymore. I kind of find these statements to be a little bit ignorant and somewhat dismissive of little gems like Birthmarked. Yes, great original independent movies like this one do exist. They may be overshadowed by bigger Hollywood blockbuster fare, but they are out there. You just have to know where to look. And you know, that is a little bit of a shame because movies like this really do deserve a larger audience. Birthmarked is a really sweet movie and I really had an enjoyable time with it. It's smart and soulful and filled with some really humorous moments. There's a lot of charming comedy in here, but there's also a lot of wicked black comedy in here too. And the movie somehow manages to juggle the two incredibly well. Maybe not quite as perfectly as something like Little Miss Sunshine, but it does do its hardest. While I do love a good indie comedy or dramedy, my only problem is that a lot of them have become fairly run-of-the-mill of late. Birthmarked does fall into some of these typical indie movie pratfalls. It follows some similar beats and features a lot of the typical offbeat moments we've come to expect from one, but credit does go to this movie as it really does do its best to be its own thing and overall has a really entertaining and highly original plot. And to be honest, I was very surprised to find that it even has plenty of little twists and turns and moves in quite a few unexpected directions. And this really kept me completely engaged throughout its perfectly short runtime. Thematically though, I do feel like we've seen this kind of storytelling before, but it really didn't hinder my enjoyment at all. I think it was executed just about perfectly. Performances here are great. Toni Collette is wonderful as always, as is Matthew Goode. Watching the way their characters change and become more manic as the film runs on is really amusing and enjoyable. The 3 kids, however, are the standouts, each delivering mischievously amusing performances, providing some of the movie's biggest laughs. I love my movies to have a whole lot of heart and soul, and this one has a whole bundle of it. If you're looking for something life-changing in this movie, you're probably looking in the wrong place, but if you're after some easy, sweet entertainment, Birthmarked will do the job. I'll happily award Birthmarked with an easy 3.5 out of 5. While Entertainment One has decided against a physical release for this title, Birthmarked is available to purchase on digital platforms right now. I checked out the HD digital copy of the movie and I'm fairly impressed with the quality of the transfer. It's nicely filmic with plenty of neutral grain, while remaining sharp and colourful despite a somewhat muted colour palette to give it an almost vintage feel. I was also highly surprised by the film's wonderful sound mix. Despite only featuring a 5.1 surround track, the mix has a fantastic depth and the understated score is beautifully immersive. I would award Birthmarked's digital presentation a 5 out of 5. Sadly, this release comes with no extra features, so I won't be providing an additional score. Birthmarked is a really easy to watch, fairly original indie flick with a lot of heart and soul and a touch of wicked black comedy. Its home media presentation is flawless and impressive for a film of its kind, but sadly lacks any bonus. Thanks once again to my amazing friends over at Entertainment One for providing me with a digital HD copy of Birthmarked for the purposes of this review. And thanks to absolutely everybody for watching. If this is your first time viewing my channel, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like this in the future, then please hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen right now and hit that like button down below. Also, don't forget to check out my many social media accounts and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching everybody, I hope I'll see you all again soon. Until next time, take care and I hope you have a wonderful day.